This is from Andrew. It says, I have to ask that you say you use sex and cursing in your writing today because that's what reflects reality today. Couldn't you create an amazing story and world without the sex and cursing? Wouldn't that be better to present for the society over feeding into what our society today expects and wants? I love Another Kingdom, but honestly think the story is so amazing without the sex and cursing. It would, if anything, be a good example for other conservative writers to look up to strive to write such great stories as Another Kingdom. What are your thoughts on this? I truly admire and appreciate all you do. Hashtag let wisdom reign. I've spoken about this before. I tried to write Another Kingdom without any cursing in it, and it just seemed silly. It just didn't reflect the people who I was writing about. Listen, I believe that you are responsible. Rush Limbaugh always he's got kids that he's got talent on loan from God. But I believe that's literally true. The word talent comes from a parable in the New Testament in which three men are given talents, which were a measure of silver. They're given talents and they're supposed to do something with it. And that has become this is your talent. This is your gift that you have that you're supposed to do something with. I believe that I don't serve God when I don't write the truth. I believe that I'm meant to write the truth about my civilization and my society. My stories take place in places where people use certain kinds of language. And I think that every word I write very carefully. I know exactly what I'm doing and why I'm doing it and why I'm putting it there. It doesn't mean I don't make mistakes, but I mean, I'm a very intentional writer. I can't write a story that leads people to truth without telling the truth. And sometimes with certain characters and certain situations, that includes having them sound realistic and having them say realistic things. I've told this story before, but it's a good story. I was in a meeting in Hollywood with a person who bought things for a very big network. And she and I started talking about Game of Thrones, and the leftist trope at that point was Game of Thrones had too much rape in it. Very bad, had too much rape in it. And I said to her, they're just being honest, because in a society without guns, women, the whole thing about Game of Thrones is it's a story about power. And one of the forms of power is men's power over women, their physical strength over women. And they're just showing that. And she said, well, they should just not write it. They should leave it out. And I thought, yes, then it would be a good show, but not a great show, because it wouldn't tell the truth. The truth is what makes work catch fire. I don't even understand how, when you show the way men think, which is in a very sexualized way, very often, when you show the way men think, men say, oh, that's me. And if you show that person doing something good, if you show a flawed, damaged person doing something good or reaching for something better than himself, then you're showing them themselves. If you're showing them a square-jawed Bruce Willis hero who can do no wrong, then that may be fun to watch. I like watching those movies, but that doesn't exactly take me anywhere, because I already think that guy is not me. That's part of the reason why I do what I do. Like I said, I'm very careful about it. I'm just trying to tell the truth about the world that I'm living in. Part of which truth is that it is the creation of God.